Prebus. Welcome back to Today on Display, and welcome to Display Trivia, the game where you think a little, you earn a lot, and you learn a lot too. And also maybe go home with some extra change in those pockets. Whew, we have already had an incredible show full of display tips and content, so no matter how you fare in this game, you can already call tonight a win. You know what I mean? And honestly, it's a win for me because I get to give away money and hang out with all of you. So who's here? Roll call. Any newbies? Yeah, shout yourselves out in the chat. Here's how it's all going to go down. So earlier we spun the wheel and y'all, we are playing for $5,000. In just a moment, 10 questions are going to pop up on your screen one at a time. So make sure you're holding those phones vertically and you're connected to that sweet, sweet Wi-Fi. You're going to have 10 seconds to pick your answer and choose wisely because once you tap, there's no going back. If you miss one, you will no longer be eligible for the cash prize, but stay in the game because you can keep playing along for fun. Now, if you get them all right, you win a piece of that $5,000 jackpot. Or should I say Jill pot? Luck be a lady pot tonight. All right, y'all, I have given enough time to our stragglers to get in here. So let's do a little dance, make a little coin, and get down tonight. Time for trivia. Here we go. Question 1. In the classic nursery rhyme, Little Miss Muffet sits on her what? Chair, hill, tuffet. In the classic nursery rhyme, Little Miss Muffet sits on her what? Chair, hill, tuffet. Little Miss Muffet sat on a chair, hill? I mean, no one really knows what a tuffet is anymore, but it must have been a really great place to park it. Personally, I prefer my couch, binging trashy reality television, but Little Miss Muffet, you do you. The next line of this nursery rhyme is eating her curds and whey. Really? Curds and whey? Like whey, like the protein? I prefer a handful of Pringles and a tub of peanut butter, but again, you do you, Miss Muffet, you do you. And how are all of you doing? Well, if you parked it on a tuffet, AKA a stool, you're moving on with us. Get up now. We're going into question 2. The style of parking vehicles one in front of another along the side of a street uses what mathematical terminology? Perpendicular, parallel, intersecting. The style of parking vehicles one in front of another along the side of a street uses what mathematical terminology? Perpendicular, parallel, intersecting. If a parked car is moving at 0 miles an hour and another parked car is also moving at 0 miles an hour, at what time will I come out of Macy's and completely forget where I parked my damn Camry? Seriously, it was right here. I mean, I can't tell you how many hours I spent searching and searching for my car in parking garages before I realized I don't own a car. Also, I don't remember paying for these clothes. And whose stroller is this? I don't have twins. Confusion aside, the answer here is parallel because that's how you park in relation to the street. Let's drive this bad boy into question 3. Which of the following is not a move in boxing? Hook, jab, claw. Which of the following is not a move in boxing? Hook, jab, claw. These are interesting moves. I mean, I love boxing, but I can't say these are the moves that I'm familiar with. You see, I usually start by getting boxes from your average moving supply company, and then I fold the bottom of the box and tape it so it stays together. Make sure you're using proper packing tape or it's gonna spill all over the floor of your U-Haul. And those things, you rent them by the hour. And I know you're thinking, Sarah, moving is not a sport. Huh, maybe not the way you do it. Claw. That's not a move in boxing. It's just a beverage for college seniors doing some serious day drinking. No drinking, just thinking around here. Question 4. Business in the front, party in the back is an expression commonly associated with what hairstyle? Bob, mullet, crew cut. Business in the front, party in the back is an expression commonly associated with what hairstyle? Bob, mullet, crew cut. This haircut gets its name from a type of fish, though I don't think fish often wear this hairstyle. I might be wrong. I don't know a lot of fish personally. It's not that I have anything against them. We just swim in different circles. Oh, come on. That was a funny fish pun. Do you think you have a betta one? You get it? Because of betta fish? Whatever. If you think of a better fish pun, let me know. Dang, I'm good. I'm a catch. Catch! Okay, enough of that. You don't have to listen to my fish puns anymore. You're off the hook. Mullet is the haircut, and it's fish-all. You're all moving on to question 5. Tape used to demarcate a crime scene usually comes in what color? Green, white, yellow. Tape used to demarcate a crime scene usually comes in what color? Green, white, yellow. This is why I never buy this color crepe paper to decorate for birthday parties. I don't want my friends to think they just showed up to a recent homicide. I mean, the party's gonna kill, sure, but not quite like that. Party safety is very important to me. Wouldn't want any accidental deaths either. You know what? Maybe no decorations. Someone could trip and fall. And no drinks or treats either. That's a choking hazard. All right, well, we're having fun, aren't we? And if you watch a lot of true crime, and I know you do, caution tape is normally gonna be that bright yellow, baby. Q6. Which American industrialist is incorrectly matched to the industry from which they gained their fortune? Carnegie Steel, Vanderbilt Railroads, Rockefeller Mass Production. Which American industrialist is incorrectly matched to the industry from which they gained their fortune? Carnegie Steel, Vanderbilt Railroads, Rockefeller Mass Production. Any of these names sound familiar? It's because they're all kinds of important buildings with these names on them. Mostly schools and big buildings. It's almost like billionaires have always avoided paying taxes by calling themselves a philanthropist. Yeah, if I build a library, maybe nobody will notice all my money. Quick, look over there, it's a book. It's okay, we know you guys are just cheap. By the end of the quiz, I want y'all living like Rockefellers, who, yeah, made his money in oil. I hope you're all slicked up and ready to go to question 7. The bonus category in the game show formerly hosted by Alex Trebek uses what literary device? Rhyme, alliteration, simile. The bonus category in the game show formerly hosted by Alex Trebek uses what literary device? Rhyme, alliteration, simile. Okay, this show is fun because it's the only game show that gives you the answer and you have to come up with the question. It's important to know that going in, or you're just going to think that all the contestants are really unprepared. On display trivia, though, we are definitely looking for the answers. What, you think I knew them? That's where you guys come in. And today, you showed up. The Daily Double is an alliterative title. Anyone getting close to taking this title? Question 8. Pulitzer Prizes are awarded in all the following areas except sports reporting, music, feature writing. Pulitzer Prizes are awarded in all of the following areas except sports reporting, music, feature writing. Not a Pulitzer Prize yet for trivia hosting, but a girl can dream. In fact, I wrote a speech for this very occasion. First of all, I thank you so much for this incredible honor. I couldn't have done it without my incredible team. I would say their names, but I don't really have the time. I would also like to thank my family as well, but I don't have the time to say their names either. Most importantly, I want to thank myself. Self. Without you, I could not have done this. You can't get a Pulitzer for trivia hosting, and you can't get one for sports reporting. You'll shoot and score next time, guys. Question 9. Which of the following animals is not thought to use echolocation? Fruit bat, beluga whale, Eurasian shrew. Which of the following animals is not thought to use echolocation? Fruit bat, beluga whale, Eurasian shrew. Echolocation is the innate ability that some animals have to determine where another object is directionally, using sound waves that bounce off other surfaces. So yeah, just like me using my car alarm to remember where I parked the car at the mall. I'm basically a dolphin, okay? What? They're super smart and totally majestic. I relate big time. Speaking of big time, are any of you gonna make it there today? Although many species of bats are known echolocators, fruit bats do not fit the bill. I mean, if I were a fruit bat, I'd just follow the smells, right? It's time for the final question. Question 10. All following names come from a derivation of a word for the bulb-sprouting flower that is associated with French royalty, except Erica, Susan, Lila. All following names come from a derivation of a word for the bulb-sprouting flower that is associated with French royalty, except Erica, Susan, Lila. And you all thought that we would let you off easy. We got one more tough little two-parter here before we go. Think of it like climbing a mountain. It's just one step at a time. Also, make sure you're hydrated and wearing lots of sunblock. Oh, and bring a friend. Yeah, in case one of you needs to call for help. Yeah, climbing a mountain and answering this question are basically the same. The biggest similarity is the victory that you feel at the peak, which is where we have just arrived. The only name here that does not come from the word lily, kind of gave that one to you, in Hebrew, Greek, or Latin, aka the fleur-de-lis, is Erica. Let it out, just players. Exhale, wipe those brows. Yes, you made it. Now the real question is, did you make that coin? Throw a trophy emoji in the chat if you got a 10 out of 10. Do it. Trophy emojis only. I am such a proud quiz mama. I'm going to take a screenshot of all those trophies. I'm going to print it out.